Hi everyone, it's Natasha, and I'm back to share with you one of Dooney and Bourke's older styles. And this is the Dooney and Bourke Florentine leather medium mail bag. Um, just a quick story about this bag. I purchased this for my college-age daughter on Poshmark. It was pre-owned, in great condition. The only issue is that when the seller shipped it to me, she didn't wrap it in plastic. I've since learned when I sell things, I always wrap them in plastic. And it was delivered on a rainy day, and the mail uh, carrier dropped it on my step, not under the eaves, but like just right out in the open, and it got soaking wet. So by the time I got home from work, it was soaked through, and this whole area here was wet. The good news is I made a claim with the Postal Service because I consider this bag to be ruined, and I got money for it. So that was good, and I got to keep the bag. So I dried it with a hair dryer, looked for some tips online, uh, conditioned with Apple brand conditioner, and you could still see the watermark. My daughter said she didn't care. She loved the bag anyway. She used it all summer, and then when she went back to school, she decided to leave it at home because it wasn't quite big enough. It doesn't fit her laptop and all of her books. And she has another Dooney. She's actually Dooney nylon tote that she loves and uses as her everyday carry for school. So this stayed in her closet, and I was in there in her room cleaning it up, getting it ready for her to come home for the holidays, and I found this beautiful bag, and I thought, let me try again to see how I can get rid of that watermark. So I remembered that my husband, who has a saddleback leather briefcase, um, I had purchased, and they saddleback leather, if you've ever seen them, they make gorgeous, beautiful, full grain leather products. And one they recommend for their products using Chamberlain's leather milk, which I had purchased for his to clean and condition his bag. And I bought the set. Comes in a set of three. Formula 1 is the liniment oil. That's the actual conditioner. Formula 2 is the cleaner, which I think it really should be Formula 1. But anyway, it's Formula 2 is the cleaner. Formula 3 is the water protectant, and each of them come with this pad. This pad you can use for application pad. It's a great product. The only thing about Chamberlain's, and why I really I've never used it on a Florentine bag, is because it tells you on the label that if you're using it on a light colored or natural leather, that it might darken the leather. So I thought that would actually be a good thing for this bag. It had a darker spot where this whole section here was a little bit darker, where the water had sat for a while. So I spent some time yesterday cleaning it thoroughly, and then I conditioned it with the liniment oil. And I have to say that after it dried, you can barely see that watermark. You probably can't see it at all. If I shine a bright light on it and I stare and I point out exactly where it was, you could see it. But when I'm wearing this bag, nobody would notice that there was a water spot. So that's fantastic, because now I have a bag. I kind of it was in the closet, and I'm like, I'll never use that. I will definitely use this bag because the water spot is virtually invisible. So I'll show you a little bit about the features of the bag and why I pulled it out of the closet. I wanted a bag that I could take to church with me, that could carry my wallet, my everyday stuff, plus my Bible and my notebook that I use to take notes in during a sermon. And this is perfect. It's I have a tote that I use, but this was like a nice purse I could use that's not a tote style. So I'll just walk you quickly through some of the features. It is a traditional mail bag. If you've ever looked at the old style mail bags that the United States Postal Service carriers used to wear, these leather bags, and this is styled in exactly that style. It's, of course, the Florentine leather. Inside it has the suede lining on the flap, which is gorgeous. It has this brushed gold hook here that clasps the bag closed, keeps the contents safe. It has these adjustable straps here, although I'm not sure what I would use them for. I guess you could adjust it to make it tighter or looser, but I probably won't do that. It has these flaps here that protect the insides, the contents of your bag, from the elements, like a real mail bag would, or from falling out. And it really fits a lot. Here's my Dooney and Bourke makeup bag. Here's my Bible. Here's my leather notebook that I use to keep notes in from church and Bible study. My planner and leather cover. My large wallet that you've seen before. My glasses fit in here, and of course my phone and my keys. My phone I'm recording on right now, it does have the key keeper. It has the back zip pocket, the back slip pocket. It has the front 2 slip pockets, one with a snap. It also has on the back, which I love, a full zip pocket that's deep. That's where I put my cell phone today, so I could get it for easy access. The strap is detachable. It can be worn either crossbody or as a shoulder bag. It has D-ring hook closures on the side as well as the back, which is really neat, and I'll show you kind of how it looks when you wear it both ways, which makes this kind of an interesting, different style functional bag. Put all my stuff back in there. Hook it up. So I have it hooked on the side. This is how I wore it today, with the side hooks. I tried it both ways, but I settled on the side hooks, and I'll show you why. So this is crossbody. I'm 5'6", full bag. Flat lays nicely. It's not too heavy. This is a shoulder strap style, so you can see, again, nice carry. I probably, if I was going to wear a shoulder strap, maybe I would make it a little shorter. If I wanted to, I could unhook it and hook it to the back D-rings. And what I like about this, the D-rings in the back, this is like I said, a traditional mail bag. In the old days, the mail carriers would have these D-rings. If you put it on that way, it holds the bag, hugs it to your body, more secure. So if you're wearing it as a shoulder bag in particular, it keeps it right on your hip, and it keeps it on your shoulder, and it's much easier to carry. The only thing from an aesthetic point of view, as you can see, it's fully, this bag is filled, and see what happens to the flap. It kind of puckers out a little bit. Same thing when I do a crossbody. So I suppose if I had it less filled up, it probably would lay flat. That's why I settled on wearing it on the side. I prefer that look. Even though I have to say, it strapped to the back was a little more comfortable because it just really hugged it to the body. This bag is great. The strap, by the way, really quickly, bridal leather. I mean, this is like gorgeous, thick bridal leather, adjustable. It is actually wider than what you're seeing on some of the newer bags, even the Florentine satchel, which I love. This strap is just a little bit wider, which makes it a little bit more comfortable on your shoulder when you're wearing it. These are heavy bags, obviously. This isn't as heavy as the satchel, but it's not light. And so having the thicker strap, the wider strap, actually helps distribute the weight, and it's more comfortable than I think the newer straps are. This bag is not available on the retail site or on QVC. I did see it when I was at the outlets. I went to the Rehoboth Beach, Delaware outlets, probably in June or July of this year. I did see this bag there. I saw it in red, I saw it in natural and chestnut. I can't say whether it's available any longer, but I will say that if I've seen it pop up on some of the resale sites, which is why I wanted to do this little presentation. It's a great bag. It's the kind of bag, just like I did, it was in the closet. You kind of forget about it. You pull it out, you realize how functional and how beautiful it is. It's one of those bags that you buy and you keep and you don't get rid of because you're going to use it at some point, and you'll be glad that you kept it. So if you're on the hunt for this, I hope this helped you make a decision about it. I think this would be a great bag for a student. Obviously, it doesn't fit most laptops. Maybe you have a smaller laptop. Be a great bag for a teacher, for a mom, a writer, someone who maybe works out, like uses their bag as a mobile office. This is just a great everyday bag. Be great for travel. There's a lot of uses for this bag. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope you have a blessed week. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.